Italy's government, led by Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte, risks collapsing after a junior coalition partner pulled out. Conte relies on the party of former Premier Matteo Renzi to maintain his majority in parliament. So this sparks a political crisis. Joining us now to explain, our reporter in Brussels, Maria Tadeo. So, Maria, what happens next now? What are Conte's options?
Good morning, Matt. Well, Italy is in a very delicate, very precarious situation. This morning, the Prime Minister, Giuseppe Conte, does not have a majority anymore in the Senate, and that is problematic. Now, there's a number of things that he could do. He could resign, and that would mean perhaps a new government. He could try to stay in office and find another majority, or he could try to put it to a vote and see how many deputies would be in favor to back him up. And now, if that doesn't work, then it's up to the president of the Italian Republic to decide whether or not new elections are needed, whether this is time to call in the technocrats and have a technocratic government, the way that Mario Monti did it in the previous Euro crisis. But if you flick through the Italian press this morning, Matt, it's interesting that there is almost full consensus that this is not the time to vote purely because of the pandemic, the logistics. You cannot hold a vote when you're in the midst of a lockdown. And then secondly, there's a very harsh attack on Matteo Renzi. It's difficult for Italians to figure out why the country needs an election right now, given that all of this is happening, the economic crisis, the pandemic, the G20 presidency. So it does seem that this is a crisis that's probably going to stand and go on for a few weeks and may not end necessarily in a vote. What is also interesting, Matt, is when you look at the market reaction, BTPs, yeah, they are moving, but they're relatively calm, and that does show that to some extent you're hitting that central bank wall, the ECB, the PEP program, and it's very hard to bet against that.